Hello. Good. Hello. I'm Reed. Sorry.
I'm Jennifer. Welcome to another Faith at Home listening practice. We're glad to be here today.
Pardon my giggling. Anyway, yes, welcome. Another listening practice, listening to hear God speak. And we use a method to help us learn to hear God, where we read the psalm. Read a psalm and listen for God speaking.
So today we're going to listen to Psalm 15 from the Message translation. And the first time we read through, we're going to listen for a word or phrase that stands out to us, something that catches our attention and something that we can have a little bit of internal dialogue with and then external conversation about. Psalm 15 in the Message. Shall I read it?
You may read it, yes.
God, who gets invited to dinner at your place? How do we get on your guest list? Walk straight, act right, tell the truth. Don't hurt your friend, don't blame your neighbor, despise the despicable. Keep your word even when it costs you. Make an honest living. Never take a bribe. You'll never get blacklisted if you live like this.
It's a very short psalm.
It comes and goes pretty quickly.
Yeah. I think the first bit about God and the invitation that stuck out to me, this idea. I was wondering that how do I get on your guest list? How do I get in with that group? How do I get invited to the party? That stuck out in my mind.
What stands out to me this time we read it is keep your word even when it costs you.
That's a tough one.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. It brings back a memory when I was in high school and we did a test in Geotrig and all the marks were done and we were reviewing the test during class and I got 100% on the test. I was so happy. And then as we reviewed the test in the class, it became clear that I'd made a mistake.
Oh, you didn't have 100%.
I did not have 100%. I had to go tell the teacher. I got my mark reduced. But I wonder if there are spaces in my life today where keeping my word, even when it's hard to do, is something I need to pay attention for today. What is it that I said I'd do? And very frequently, I think I'm much better at keeping my word to other people than I am at keeping my word to myself or my word to God.
There's that accountability kind of, they can catch you if you didn't, I guess.
Yeah.
So there's that kind of pressure.
I think, maybe even you as my family sometimes get less of me keeping my word than people outside our house do. So that's thank you, Spirit, for what you are stirring inside.
All right. Well, we'll read it again. And we'll listen for an invitation to do or see or feel something specific that Spirit is calling you to. So Psalm 15. God, who gets invited to dinner at your place? How do we get on your guest list? Walk straight, act right, tell the truth. Don't hurt your friend. Don't blame your neighbor. Despise the despicable. Keep your word even when it costs you. Make an honest living. Never take a bribe. You'll never get blacklisted if you live like this.
The invitation I hear is just to come for refreshment, for dinner, for nourishment with the divine family today. To come and pause.
Despise the despicable. I know it sounds harsh, but it not so much that I'm supposed to despise people, but I think it's saying, despise that which is despise worthy. And I think sometimes I think less of people, you know, I'm driving and some guy cuts me off, or, little old lady crosses where I don't want her to. And I'm like, ah, and, and that's not worthy of despising them. So it's
Mm.
like, get your priorities straight. Sort of thing. I guess it's an invitation to listen to the Spirit talking to me and not be completely in my head all the time, even when I'm driving, or even when I'm being inconvenienced. I'm trying to get something to shop or something. Oh, do you have this? Or it says in the thing that you have this. Where is it? Oh, we don't have those. We sold those out. I'm annoyed, and those sorts of things. I guess is like, focus your attention in the direction it should be, and to listen to God in those situations. I guess it says despise is despicable, but maybe it's have compassion on others that aren't despicable. They're not despicable. They're just, whatever.
Mm.
So I don't know. That was the invitation for me.
I wonder if there's something that stands out for you today, a word or phrase that catches your attention, or maybe an invitation that calls you. And as you can see by our practicing, sometimes what we hear is something that's directly in the psalm, and sometimes it's just something that the psalm stirs in us and reminds us of. So thanks for practicing with us today, and let us know in the comments or by text or email or Skywrite if you like.
Sure.
However, to carry on the conversation of what's happening inside you as you listen to the Psalms. Thanks for being with us today.
See you later.